The Jubilee coalition members of parliament were at State House, Nairobi for consultations with President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto. But the opposition team called demands for a national dialogue conference was the meeting's main agenda. The president, during his Madaraka Day celebrations address, welcomed dialogue with the opposition, but on condition that such deliberations will focus on the burden of the wage bill, security and the threat of terrorism in the country.
Sasa kale wapinzani wetu wamekubali pia kuungana na sisi, karibu muingie katika taratibu, tuende kazi, hakuna shida, tuende kazi.
But Kenyatta seems to have backtracked. After consulting the Jubilee coalition lawmakers, the parliamentary group meeting resolved that such a national dialogue conference would be difficult to manage amid fears that the opposition could use it to question the legitimacy of the government. The meeting unanimously agreed that no event for national dialogue will be held and that the opposition can use the existing structures in the government and parliament to raise issues of national concern that it may have.
The national dialogue that our country needs will be done within the institutions that are created by the Constitution.
The Jubilee parliamentary group meeting also resolved that CORD leaders Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka can seek an opportunity to consult the president and his deputy whenever they have issues of national concern, and also use the coalition's leaders in the National Assembly and the Senate to forward issues that require legislations.
Those of us who are calling for dialogue around devolution, there is a House of Parliament dedicated to national discussion, debate, and legislation on devolution. That house is called Senate. And CORD is significantly represented in that house. So those who are in Uhuru Park can channel their views about devolution through Moses Wetangula and other people of CORD, from CORD who are in Senate, and will process it there.
But one of the issues the Jubilee team has asked the president not to engage the opposition on is the CORD demand for the restructuring of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC. CORD has listed it as one of the 5 issues it insists must be addressed during the National Dialogue Conference that it once held on or before the 7th of July, popularly known as Sabasaba.
The roadmap to disband IEBC is well documented in the Constitution. The president and the government's role comes after Parliament has disposed of.
On the impending impeachment of Devolution and National Planning Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru, the coalition prevailed upon Igembe South Member of Parliament Mithika Linturi to withdraw the motion.
The Jubilee coalition as a family have urged our colleague, our member, the Honorable Linturi, to drop that motion. We have urged him to do that.
But Linturi insists that not even State House can compel him to withdraw the motion, and disclosed that 5 more members of parliament had signed in support of the motion, bringing to 179 the number of lawmakers who have backed it. Majority of the members of parliament who have supported Waiguru's impeachment are from the Jubilee coalition. They accuse her of being disrespectful to the civil servants under her jurisdiction. During the parliamentary group meeting, some of the lawmakers complained that the executive was not accessible to parliament. The president agreed to establish a secretariat to coordinate the coalition's affairs and improve parliament's relationship with the executive. Francis Gashori for The Big Question.